The idea is to get athletes to use the connection they have with their health and performance, and certainly the connection between health and environment. And great people like the Sierra Club can come in and facilitate a day like this. This is an everybody issue. This is a right now issue, not sometime in the future. Our environmental issues are kind of the defining issues of our time.
It's not going to get better if we don't take a stance and if we don't make it a big issue as athletes, as people.
We went out in the boats. We toured kind of the area where in the Gulf where the oil spill hit the marshes, where the pelicans were trying to adapt and survive in their environment, and we saw oil in the water. We smelled the oil in the Gulf, and I understand that a lot of it was underwater, which is devastating.
Going out there, seeing all the oil and the dark underbellies of the birds, going and seeing the oil in the wetlands, and seeing the boom, all the boom, so much boom they let out trying to protect the wetlands, but still being unable to fully protect it.
Well, the shocking part is to see the oil in the grass, to hear about the number of animals that have been suffering, to see the people's lives that have been directly impacted.
And being from the area, you sort of take for granted, the way of life with the Gulf and the sea and the fishing and the wildlife and seafood, the culture, and this is all a part of it. And it takes something like this, a tragedy, really to remind, I think, a lot of us of just how special it is and just how fragile it is, and how much we need to protect it and take care of it.
These are very complex ecosystems that when we lose them, we do not know how to rebuild them. So as much as BP wants to go around and put these ads in newspapers and on TV and on the internet that say we will make this right, my question is, how are you going to make it right?
Like our captain today does fishing tours. For him, that's a passion, and you can't replace a passion. Like if skiing was taken away from me, there's nothing you could be like Stacey, we'll replace skiing with this. It just doesn't work like that. When something's that deep in your heart and when you love something that much, it's not going to be just replaceable.
It's not just about the environment, it's about jobs, it's about national security, it's about quality of life, it's about our health, it's about social justice. And I think what was sobering was this is not going away anytime soon. The dispersants out there, the booms are up, but this will affect fishing and a way of life that has been there for generations, and it'll affect it for generations.
This opened our eyes to how dependent we are on oil and just how unsafe that really is.
This is the effects of America not stepping up to the plate basically for the last 40 years.
No more fossil fuels, no more oil, no more drill baby drill. I'm sorry, but I've been out there and I've seen it, and don't tell me that offshore drilling is safe, because it's not safe.
This is not going to get fixed. The only way to really keep our community safe is to prevent this from happening again, and we have to get off of the oil, period.
What happens in the Gulf Coast is going to affect all of us. And so don't wait for it to happen in your backyard for you to say, oh, now let me start worrying about it. Now let me start doing something.
But the solutions are there, and alternative energy is the answer.
This is a last wake-up call.
But the beautiful news is it can be done today.